Welcome back to a new video of my channel. And as I try to make daily videos, uh, and what I do in these videos is that I do deliberate practice of speaking English because, as you guys know, that my channel is primarily dedicated to English only, and I don't get to speak in English language with anybody most of the times, almost every time, because nobody in my no childhood. I was about to say childhood. Nobody in my neighborhood, in my family, uh, or any of my known person, nobody nearby or in my family speaks English language, right? So I don't get any. What is I don't know why this has become a habit of me of repeating a particular word. I think I will gradually get better. See, again it happened. I will. Yeah. So what in the hell I was saying? I forgot. And it has become a very bad habit of me that sometimes I forget things. Yeah. So nobody in my neighborhood or nobody in my surroundings speaks in English. So that is why I don't get to speak in English. But I'm really obsessed with this language. I'm really fond of this language, to be very honest. And I just want to get better and better at this language, and I just want to be at a level where I can have a conversation with anybody. I know I can still have a conversation with almost anybody. Uh, but I just want to be absolutely brilliant and comfortable. Most importantly, comfortable, absolutely comfortable with this language, so that no matter where I go, no matter whom I speak with, no matter what I have to understand or listen to, or no matter what damn thing it is related to this language, I should be absolutely untouchable at it, right? So that is the kind of goal that I have related to this language. It might sound a bit unrealistic, a bit impractical, uh, unimaginable to some, and it's completely okay. I'm not going to say anything to them, but it might be in reality also, but I don't think it is in reality. It is some sort of an unachievable or goal or something. No, it's not. It's just that I just want to become a pro at this language, so that even the native speakers should tell me, man, this guy is on some other level. I mean, he's way beyond even our imagination, as far as this language and anything related to this language is concerned. I just want to reach that level. Nothing more than that. All right. So yes, there was a time when my English was absolutely pathetic, and that was also the time when I didn't give a damn about this language. To be very honest, uh, of course, in the school time, I used to like English grammar and I used to like English subject, but as a subject only because I used to get some good marks in this language, and maybe naturally I was good at it. But naturally I was good at this basic grammar and literature sort of thing, and never in speaking, because I never got any chance of speaking in this language. There was no culture of speaking this language in my school. Like we generally say that in schools, it is like in good schools, it is kind of mandatory to speak in English language. Like we see in convent school, speaking in English is mandatory. You can't speak in Hindi or any other of your regional language or any other language. So speaking English is mandatory in the classroom. The students among themselves speak this language. Even the parents, who come to the schools at parents teachers meeting and stuff, they also have to speak in English only. So environment is of English only. But in my school, there was no such environment. Of course, I was in English medium, but my maths was in English, my science was in English, my social studies was in Hindi only. English was of course in English. Other than that, of course, other subjects were in Hindi only. And at the same time, it was never mandatory, as far as I can remember. It never happened that we were forced to speak in English as a part of a culture, or it became a culture in my school, or it became mandatory or something in my school, to speak in English. It never happened. It just never happened. So our spoken English was absolutely pathetic. At least mine was pathetic. I don't know much about others because I don't remember most of the things now related to my school time. uh, yeah. So when I first went for a job interview, it was basically a Hindi call center. Understand this, I have already spoken about this many a times, in my videos on this channel. and on my channel Fit Survivor also there is another channel of me, that is Fit Survivor, FITSURVIVOR. Fit Survivor is the name of the channel, which you can call as my main channel. You can call the channel as my main channel. Of course, it's not a big channel. I barely get some views on it, very less views. You can count on fingers. Of course, more than more views than this channel, but still, almost negligible sort of views. Yeah. So the main thing that I've already talked about, this thing that I went for that job interview in Hindi call center. I was rejected, and one thing was good in me even then also. That I went to the interviewer and I asked for the feedback. That can you please tell me why I got rejected, and if you can please tell me the reason so that I can at least work on that flaw of me. So the interviewer said. She said that your English is not up to the mark. Imagine, in a Hindi call center, my English was not up to the mark because I was not even able to understand some basic instruction. I still remember, she had a paper and something was written on that paper, and she highlighted a couple of lines and asked me that, could you please interpret and could you please tell me what exactly is written here. And as far as I remember it now, I of course, I didn't go blank, but I didn't understand it either. So whatever I could understand, it was of course wrong. It must have been wrong only. That is why I got rejected. So I just told her that, okay, this I think the space issue happened. That's why you must have seen a cut in this video, because I'm adding this video with the previous video. I think the space got failed in my laptop because I'm recording this video using what do you call it, the webcam of my laptop. So I'm recording it in my laptop only through OBS. Yeah, so basically I was got rejected, and I asked for the reason, and she said that her English was not good. And that was the first time that I realized the importance of spoken English, or the importance of English in general, that okay, English is required outside of my school also. Because that was the time I was pursuing college. I had just started, not even started pursuing my college. I was just 12th passed, and I just got to know that okay, even 12th passed outs can go to the call center and everything. And I had heard about the culture and everything of call center, that people enjoy there, and we youngsters and everything. I didn't consider myself youngster, because when you are, no matter what your age is, even if you are 11th or in 10th, or even in 8th or ninth class, or even in 12th class, you always consider yourself to be quite big, a grown up. You feel like, oh, I've grown up, now I understand things. Now the world should bow down to me. There is nothing else to learn anymore in this world, because I've already learned a lot of things in my school. So that was the kind of mindset. And now I have to just go and have fun, because call centers are fun. I had heard things like this, that call centers are fun. You just go there, and the cabs come to your house and they pick you up, and then you go and do some sort of work. You talk to people, and you get salary also. You stay in the AC environment, and you see girls and everything. So a very good picture of and this entire scenario was there in my mind. So I said, okay, now I'm a 12th passed out, and why shouldn't I go and enjoy in a call center? But I got rejected because of my language ability. Then I again went for a couple of more interviews, but I couldn't give interviews, because my speaking thing was not there. I couldn't introduce myself properly and everything. Even in Hindi call centers, they expect you to speak in English only in interviews. At least that was my experience that I noticed. I don't know what happens nowadays, but I'm talking about 2010 mid, right? It's a very long, it's a very old story, right? Long ago. Uh, so yeah, but after 2 to 3 failures in interviews, then somehow I prepared few lines for the interviews and everything, and then of course I got selected in an interview. Yeah, so I'm telling you a lot of things. So basically, in order to get better, at this language, if I just have to tell you one thing that you must do, actually there are two things that you must do, and I think anybody can speak this language. You can, you are seeing me, uh, I'm a what, I'm a testimony, of improvement of spoken English improvement, you can say, right? And I'm giving my testimony, for this fact. uh, if you guys really follow this thing that I'm telling you, anybody can become a better English speaker, and not just English speaker, but any language speaker, because this is how we learn languages. This is how I have got some sort of improvement, because I couldn't frame even a single sentence in English. So what is that thing? The thing is simple, that you just have to listen to English as much as you can. Make it a part of your daily life, daily life, daily life, daily life, daily life, daily life. Understand this. I'm focusing on this. Daily life, daily life. This is something that you have to do consistently. You should, and we can do something consistently only when we make that particular thing a part of our life. Only when that thing becomes a part of our life, right? Only when we are surrounded by that thing, only when that thing is quite accessible and easy and right in front of us, right? So listen to English as much as you can. If you like watching news, listen to English news. To be very honest, switch yourself from your regional language or Hindi language or whichever language you consume, to English. Yes, you might not understand everything in the beginning. This is how we learn. You will understand some things, you will not understand some things. You might have to check certain meanings, you might have to check certain phrases. I will recommend you to not check each and every single meaning. To be honest, try to understand the meaning of those words with the context, with what the other person is saying. You, with the context, you can understand, okay, okay, this might be the meaning of this particular word, right? So still you might have to check certain words for their meanings. It's completely okay, because sometimes we don't understand the meanings even with the help of context also. So, but it's okay, and you definitely should. But this is how you just have to do things. If you like reading newspaper, see, reading thing is something that I'm not focusing on. Yeah, so I'm just talking about listening thing. Listen to English news only, right? Don't listen to any other language news. If you want to get better at English, listen to English news. Start watching some English movies, honestly speaking, and watch them on repeat. In the beginning you might have to uh, use the subtitles. It's completely fine. It's quite boring in the beginning, but trust me, if you watch, and I'm saying this with my personal experience, if you uh, watch any movie with subtitles at least 2 to 3 times properly, right? Each and everything properly you have seen of that movie with the help of subtitles, and you have tried to understand almost everything of that movie. Understand this fact that by the time you start watching that movie for the third time or for the fourth time, you will need those subtitles either very less or maybe not at all. You might not use subtitles in the third or in the fourth time at all, or you might need them very little. So by the time you watch a movie 3 to 4 times, on the fifth time, you will start to understand each and every single thing of that particular movie, even without subtitles. So now the language is going very much deep into your head, in your mind, and it is creating those neural pathways in your mind. Because now, when you are listening to their dialogues to the movie, you don't need those subtitles. You understand everything of what they are saying. Now you are getting better, right? And this is the same thing that happens with everybody. And now you might say, oh, I just have to watch a movie 3 to 4 times. You should watch any movie that interests you so much. Like, let me give you some examples. The movies that I really found very interesting. There is a movie, Time Trap. Time Trap is a movie that I recently watched. Very good movie. The Shawshank Redemption. Shawshank Redemption. It's basically about a guy who escapes a prison which is considered to be probably the hardest prison or almost impossible sort of prison to escape or to break. right? So how that guy escapes that prison. This is the story about that particular thing, and it is not just about that. There are a lot of flavors and a lot of things in that movie. Shawshank Redemption, I told you, Time Trap, Titanic, uh, the all-time classic movie. You can watch that also. Uh, what else? There are other movies. Wrong Turn is a movie, but it's a kind of yuck sort of movie. If you are into yuck sort of movies, you can watch it. There is another movie, Fall, Fall, Fall. You can watch Fall movie. So, the movies that I'm telling you are the kind of movies that you can easily see multiple times. But again, these are the movies of my interests. Shawshank Redemption is something that I have already seen at least 2 to 3 times completely. Uh, Fall is a movie that I've seen, I guess, 2 times. But I will definitely watch a Fall movie at least one or at least 2 times more in the upcoming days. And I will use that movie in my listening part, because listening is also one of my habits from my habit tracker. Right. So just listen to English as much as you can. You just have to create excuses of listening to English as much as you can. And another thing, the most important thing, if you want to become a speaker of this language, you will have to practice speaking. If you can practice speaking at least 5 minutes every single day, man, you are sorted, to be very honest. But you have to do this thing on each and every single day, right? You have to do this thing every single day. If you can do this every single day in a matter of few weeks also, or maybe max by a month or two, you will start to notice significant difference in your spoken English. Trust me on that, and I'm saying this with my own personal experience. I'm not saying something out of thin air. I'm saying something that I've experienced myself. This is how I have kind of improved my spoken English, and this is how I've got better. It's not that I am a very good English speaker, not at all. I'm just a speaker who can speak some English, right? All right. Enough in this video. I've already said a lot of things. I'm speaking for, I guess, more than 15 to 17 minutes. This video is showing us 10 minutes. I think previous video must have got at least 5 to 6 minutes or maybe 7 minutes. So I'm done with the quota of today. If you guys want to speak English with me, if you guys want to have a conversation with me, a one-on-one conversation, I provided links in the description and in the pinned comments. You can check out those links and you can have a conversation with me. You can book a conversation with me. So by doing that, you can practice, speaking English with me, and it will be a kind of practice for me also. And I will definitely love to have a conversation with you, and I would love to share, if you like asking about my own experience, how I did things, how I got a little better at this language. So definitely I would love to tell you about that. Yeah, so that's all in this video. If you want to check out my channel, Fit Survivor, you definitely can. Just write down Fit Survivor name, and you can easily see my DP, and the channel is Fit Survivor only. It is having somewhere around 37, 38,000 subscribers. Nothing more to say. Thank you so much for watching this video till the end. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.